Tired of begging for capital that compromises your values? Then a Decentralized Autonomous Organization, DAOs, are right for you. They offer a path where people can serve and help you fund your vision. A typical script for business founders seeking funding goes something like this. You pitch your business, you perform, you give up equity, and you hope for a yes. Well, DAOs flip that script. Most founders have been taught there's only one way to get money. With DAOs, you can create a community, powered treasuries, and let your people or community fund what they believe in. You can set transparent budgets, compensation, provide rewards, and yes, you can do it profitably without selling your soul. Money and mission are not enemies. They're partners in this sacred economy that you're building. Hi, I'm Cindy here at The Entrepreneur Things, and we're building a movement to reframe work where growth and well-being go hand in hand. So if you're a mission or purpose-driven founder or business, and you're looking for a truer path, we would love to help you. Subscribe so we can build together. Today, we're going to discuss funding your vision without selling out. Today, it's about DAOs. And how do DAO projects get funding? Well, there are a few funding models. The first one we're going to talk about are grant DAOs. You can leverage grants and partnerships to secure funding and resources for specific projects. Initiatives or collaborations with organizations, foundations, and institutions can bring financial support, expertise, and a broader exposure to the DAO. So the grants and partnerships, they enable the DAO to access funding, resources, networks that they might not have. DAOs can apply for grants from blockchain foundations, government programs, or organizations supporting decentralized initiatives. Another funding model is token issuance. So token sales involve offering digital tokens or cryptocurrencies to investors and contributors in exchange for funding. These tokens represent the DAO's ecosystem's ownership, whether that's a utility or governance rights. Token sales enable a broader range of individuals to participate in early stage investments. So it allows retail investors to support promising projects and benefit from their success. This is where the community contributes to the project's growth. They may provide feedback, participate in governance decisions, and a whole host of other things. Another funding model is the crowd-funded DAO. So crowdfunding and community sales involves contributing from many individuals who believe in the DAO's mission and vision. It allows the DAO to establish a direct connection with their community and its supporters. So they offer perks, rewards, and limited editions to contributors. You've probably seen a few cryptocurrencies. They can also incentivize the community involvement and generate additional funding for the DAO. And they typically keep the money raised The DAO typically keeps the money raised in various cryptocurrencies, depending on their preference and the nature of their operations. The choice of cryptocurrencies in the treasury can vary from one DAO to another. So there's also what we call a hybrid DAO. It's product service DAO models. And they help businesses kind of bridge the gap between the decentralized world of Web 3.0 and the traditional corporate environment. So grant DAOs issue tokens and crowdfunded, and their hybrid products and services are some DAO funding models. So it is a way to bridge. But what you're probably wondering is, how do I align my DAO's funding with purpose? Well, when you're aligning funding with mission and vision, it's essential to have a clear goals and objectives in place, because that provides a framework for decision making. Consider developing a strategic plan, an outline that includes funding strategies to identify potential funding sources. Don't rely on a single funding source. So this will reduce your dependency and also increase the financial stability. This can be achieved by exploring grants, partnerships, sponsorships, and individual donations. From the perspective of the funder, aligning their funding with mission and values of the businesses that they support, it ensures that resources contribute to meaningful change. Now, from the perspective of the startup and businesses that are seeking funding, aligning their mission and vision, it helps them to stay on track and focus, so they stay true to the values of their company. It's important to measure and evaluate impact of your funding efforts. By tracking your outcomes and collecting data, you demonstrate that the value of your work to your funders. So DAOs are not about hype, but sustainability. I have a DAO toolkit that walks you through the first steps to structuring and funding your vision. So download it now and start building with your people, and not just for them, but with them. Thank you.